Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises and all glory to the true and living power, which is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kwadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the true name of His only begotten Son, and there is no God beside them. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who definitely rule well, who've taught us the 100% truth of the scriptures. And honors and citations to the collect document doing these works in season out of season, week in, week out, in sincerity and in truth. So I want to entitle this one Sincerity and Purity. Sincerity and purity. That's how you gotta come in this truth. That's how you gotta handle this gift that has been given unto us of understanding this truth and being able to teach this truth. We have to handle it in sincerity and purity. And it chiefly starts with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Now, before I even get into the book of Romans, the first chapter, let me get something real quick. And I will be bringing up your boy High Horse Nate. I gotta call him. Just joking, but because nonetheless I'm still younger in this truth, man, and was probably wasn't even born around the time, they always getting it in the spirit, Apostle Tahar and the elders on above. So I'm just myself personally gonna take it easy, so to speak. But I did want to throw that one little joke in there, man. Your boy High Horse Nate. Your boy High Horse Nate. This is because he just comes to mind as I'm gonna get into Romans, the first chapter. But first off, let me start with the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 15. It says, "Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled." Hoo, hoo, hoo. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. So that said it all, man. Unto the pure are all things pure. So that's why we can see the purity of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone when it comes to teaching this truth and just doing the job. Is quite plain. There's no gimmicks to it. The job is just to warn, man. The job is to give them warning, man. Whether they hear or whether they forbear. The job is to prophesy of the things to come, so that we know how to move, so that our faith and our spirit will be built during Jacob's trouble when these hard times come, man. That's pretty much the Father's business, man. Teaching the 100% truth of the doctrine, being set at defense for the doctrine, and warning and teaching the prophecies that are to come, and doing the things that please Yahweh Shai, so that they have mercy upon us when all this thing goes down. That's what it's all about, man. Because if we can make it through Jacob's trouble, the Spirit power Yahweh Shai, then we will be the ones that be delivered and go on to the kingdom forevermore. It's quite that simple, man. Luke the 6th chapter, building that house upon a rock, so that when the floods come and beat upon it vehemently, it won't shake. That's what it's about on this side for the time being, man. Okay, but it says, until the unbelieving is nothing pure. But those that don't really believe, that just want to be a part of something, probably don't even pray that much, probably don't even fast. This thing ain't pure to them. So when they see all these, like it says here, disobedient works, abominable works, it doesn't click with them. because His truth isn't pure to them. Why? Because as it says, their conscience is defiled and their mind is defiled. So let me get into the book of Romans chapter 1 verse 18. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. See, we don't want to hold the truth in unrighteousness. We want to hold the truth in sincerity and purity, pure, keeping it pure, 100% pure in the doctrine, whether it offends them or not. Whether they want a gnash of teeth for what we're saying or not. We want to hold the truth in sincerity and purity. We want to be sincere. We want to be pure. We don't want to do this for vainglory. We don't want to do this for money. We don't want to do this to feel like you're that guy. We don't want to do this for attention or clout. We don't want to do this for envy and strife. We don't want to do this to try and get the ladies. We don't want to do this just to have something to do to get out the house on a Saturday night. We don't want to do this to just to be able to go to feastings and banquetings. We don't want to do this to have a social life. I just had somebody say that to me too. Cause all I do, man, is work, getting money. But first and foremost, work, the Lord's work. She's like, you know what? I have a social life. Hey, man, my life is filled with busyness. But some people, what they want the social life. Instead of going to a bar, going to a club, you go to a Israelite gathering. Hold the truth in sincerity and in purity, not in unrighteousness, man. Verse 19 says, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High have showed it unto them. So yeah, the way of the Lord, ultimately, the way of the Lord is known unto Israel, unto the Israelites. Through who? Through the prophets. The way of the Lord is shown unto them. That's why you got the book of fall back, man, fall back. Watch out. The book of so I could bear with me. The book of Acts. No, man, come on. So let me pause this. Here we go, right here. The book of Acts, chapter 16, verse 17. The same followed Paul and us and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High Power, which show unto us the way of salvation. Okay? So the way of salvation, the ways of the Lord, is shown out here. So that's why the next verse goes on to say, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. See? So they are without excuse. A beautiful precept that I just quoted real quick is they have no cloak for their sins. You see? But they still hold the truth and the righteousness. Why? Because verse 21. Because that it says because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High. See, so they know the Most High. They know, they can say, hey, we do know the name. You know, Yahweh Shemal Shabrak. Some of them amongst the circumcision. Or some just know that this is a higher power. But they glorified him not as the Most High. They didn't do the things that pleased the Lord. They didn't truly worship the Lord. That's why Yahushua said in John 4, the true worshipers, the true worshipers. He even said, Yahushua himself, well hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites. They honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. See, so they know the Most High, but they don't really glorify him as Yahweh Shemashai. They don't give him all the praises and glory. They don't do his will. They don't truly fear him. All right? They don't have the faith by their works. They don't have the faith in the works. As they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful. Yeah. It says neither were thankful. Right? So they wasn't even giving thanks to Yahweh Shemashai, man. See? It says, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Yeah, so their mind became dark. That's why you got your boy, you gotta say, your boy High Horse Nate. Their foolish mind becomes darkened and they get lost in the sauce and go on a power trip. They get lost in the sauce and lose themselves. What Eminem said, lose yourself in the moment. You better never, they lose themselves in the moment, man. And then they stray off from glorifying Yahweh Shemashai as the Most High Power. And then they spew out all these damn gimmicks, which is nothing more than damn bait. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. See, so they started to stray off of the ways of Yahweh Shemashai and started to do their own thing. And take the Lord as just nothing, as something that doesn't have to really be feared. Start to do their own thing. So verse 23, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like a corruptible man. Damn. Into birds, into four-footed beasts and creeping things. So yeah, man. Even our people, they wanted to worship a damn calf in ancient Egypt. How belittling is that, man? That they dared to do to our power Yahweh Shemashai, to belittle him as something as a calf or animal or something, man. See, so they just totally veer off and totally lose their way. All right. Why? Because they didn't hold the truth and righteousness. And as we continue to read, it says in verse 24, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. So yeah, so the Most High gave them up to their own lust because their foolish heart was darkened, man. So, and ultimately it goes back to because they didn't hold the truth in sincerity and purity, but in unrighteousness. Lord is edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.